One of the greatest psychological tricks that governments use is convincing its people that their neighbors are their enemies. Governments around the world have long understood that controlling a population isn't always about brute force. It's often about psychological influence. By tapping into human behavior, emotions, and group dynamics, those in power can shape public opinion, control narratives, and maintain authority without ever lifting a weapon. Division is a powerful psychological tool. When citizens are divided by race, religion, class, or ideology, they are less likely to unify against those in power. This tactic relies on a basic principle in psychology called in-group versus out-group bias, where people naturally favor those who belong to their group and distrust those who don't. Politicians and media often amplify these differences, pushing hot-button issues to the forefront, not necessarily to solve them, but to keep the public emotionally invested and distracted. This manufactured conflict creates a constant state of us versus them, which triggers emotional responses like fear, anger, and tribal loyalty, emotions that override rational thinking. While people argue over cultural wars, policy failures, and economic inequality, corruption can slip by with minimal resistance. It's a psychological sleight of hand. Focus the population's attention on each other, and they won't look up at those pulling the strings. A united population is powerful. It can demand real change, challenge authority, and hold leaders accountable. But a divided population is manageable. As long as citizens are busy fighting each other, they're not organizing, uniting, or questioning those in power. This is why division isn't just a side effect of politics. It's often the strategy itself. Understanding how governments use tactics like distraction, emotional manipulation, and division to maintain control is the first step toward resisting them. Because when people recognize how they're being played, they can begin to break free. And unity, when it finally comes, is the one thing political power can't suppress.